Hey there everyone, welcome back to this Pokemon Snap playthrough that's not a playthrough. My name is Andy, the Uncommentator. This is episode number 37 of the series, the focus of which is going to be Shellder. So you can see there the current Shellder photo that is saved in even the PKMN report, a score of 4,410, and the way I got that score was with a size of 940, a pose of 1,000, and then a nice same Pokemon bonus of 530. So we'll try to get as near as damn it as I can to that score. But before I do that, stop mixing my pronouns up. I'm going to read, of course, the POSG entry for Shellder, which goes as follows. As the 01 nears the Shellder sign, you can expect to see groups of Shellder jumping into the air for your photographing enjoyment. Photographing, is that a word? Anyway, of course it is. Get as close as you can when taking your shots. The dash engine works well for this, better than my voice box, and try for a group shot. So that's kind of explained what we're going to try and do. There's a little bit more to it than that, but we'll get into that when we get to the river, which is where we're going now. I keep saying we, it's me, it's just me on my own. Making these videos all on my Todd, to the surprise of absolutely no one. Okay, off to the river. Now the last two episodes were one and done ones, if you haven't seen them, Muck and Grimer. I hope this one is, but I'm going to go out on a limb and predict it won't be. So we'll speed along here, we'll get the Bulbasaur out of the log, because it brings us good luck apparently. So what you need to do here, this is another one that's a really short window and it needs a little bit of luck. A bit like MC needs. So, we need to stick to this riverbank and listen. And then when you hear the kind of the Shellder cry, you need to turn around and hope that it drops into the shot, which it hasn't on that occasion. So, we'll try that one again. I'll edit that out. So attempt one here to get Shellder. So can we get a one and done? Let's see. Now the last two videos were one and done. One's Grimer and Muck. So let's see if this one is. We'll get the Bulbasaur out to hopefully bring us some luck. So when you're coming around this corner here, you need to cling to this right riverbank. You need a bit of good luck for this photo. And if you listen, when you hear the Shellder cry, you turn around and kind of hope that these two drop in front of the camera like that. That's what we needed to happen. I think it's going to be slightly to the right, but that's essentially the photo that you need. You need these two dropping in shot. So ideally, something halfway between those two. So we'll submit that one. It's not gonna be as high as the one I've got, but it'll give us a benchmark, something to work towards. Yeah, 670. That's not bad actually. It was bigger than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, only 750. I think this is another one where, even though on this game it doesn't matter if it's facing the camera, this is one where it needs to be facing the camera. Even though, as I've said, it doesn't matter. Okay, 3,230. So not great. At the risk of sounding arrogant, 4,410 for Shellder is really high. So I'm probably going to get nowhere near it, but I will try.
Welcome back.
Because per attempt,
Yes.
you've only really got one chance of getting the photo. It's not like well, your Grimer with the Grimer you've got, for example. I mean, there's quite a few Pokemon, but like Grimer in the last in the episode before the last one, or Muck to some extent as well. You've got multiple chances to get the shot. Whereas this one, it's just literally when it drops in. So again, we cling to this right-hand riverbank. If you don't, you're too close. Right, listen for the cry, turn around. Wait for it to drop into the shot. Like that, not quite. Well, not bother submitting that. But that's essentially what you're trying to do. So yes. A bit of fortune, a bit of timing, and hopefully we'll get there. Yeah, if you cling to in some ways you'd think cling to the left riverbank, but like I said, if you do that, you then not at the right angle to get those two Shellder, because they're the two that you want. We'll go over here. Wait for the cry. There it is. Speed away here. Nope. Again. I don't think I'm quite going far enough. I don't think I'm going far enough before I turn around and slow down. And that's the problem. Got Bulbasaur. You're not hungry? Are you not hungry today? Shellder, another one of those Pokemon that I don't really, never really use that often. I think it's another one that evolves with a stone. Oh, there we go. That looked good. Right, that looked pretty good, if I do say so myself. Now, I think I only took one photo, so I'll know already what it's worth. Oh, no, I took two. Why did it say two kinds when I took... Why did it say I took... What the hell just happened there? I've said that's not quite as good as I don't know, I said I have to say twice there. That's not quite as good as I was hoping it was going to be. I don't know what happened there, though, with Oak's Mark, so... I'm confused. Maybe I was hallucinating. It is quite late at night recording this, and yeah, maybe it's maybe the long day's starting to catch up with me. I don't know. Let's see what we get here though. So 710, see 750 again. So how did we get that 1,000? The Shellder in the frame. Yeah, 3260. So again, nowhere near. Yeah, that pose that pose is becoming a problem already. I'm not entirely sure what you have to do to get the 1,000. It's not immediately obvious. You never really use Shellder. I didn't realise actually. Again, it's something I learned in adulthood. Cloyster's defence is absolutely astronomical. I didn't realise its defence stat was so high. So obviously, ice is weak to fighting, but its defence is that high that it wouldn't make any difference. I think Shellder's pure water, isn't it? It only becomes ice and water when it evolves. I think that's right. I'm sure someone will correct me if it's not. Okay, here we go. These two again. Not quite. Need to be a bit more to the right, I think, there. But let's see. It's better, though. It's definitely better. I mean, you know, you get the idea. This is going better than I thought it would, I have to say. I thought it was going to be a real struggle here, but I want to try and get a decent score. I want to try and get up towards 4,000. I feel like the scores haven't reflected the photo quality up to this point. I do say so myself. 830, that's a much better size. There's the 1,000 pose. There it is. That's what we needed. Now, let's see what this gets. 310. So 397, so up towards 4,000. So let's try and get over 4,000, and then we'll call it. This is going better than I thought it would, I have to say. Although now I've said that, no doubt these next few will be terrible.
Yes.
Okay, we'll keep going a little bit longer. Is this one that's going to be... I think we are continuing to book the trend of pre-evolutions being more difficult than the later ones, because I think this one is... I don't know if this one's going to be easier than Cloyster, because Cloyster really does rely on luck, even more than this one does. There's very little skill involved with Cloyster. With this one, there is a little bit of skill. The problem with Cloyster is if it's even on the level. That's the problem with Cloyster. Maybe a bit small, that one. Let's see. I think I sped too far there. Yeah, that's rubbish. I'll go with that one. That was 2,950 that would have got. Yeah, I think I sped too far before I spun around there. Okay. Try again. Yeah, I don't say too much about Cloyster because it's not Cloyster's episode yet, but yeah, you can't always guarantee it's Cloyster that's going to come out the water. We're getting towards those Pokemon now. The episodes I was kind of dreading, where there's no guarantees we're actually going to get them. On the even get the Pokemon, let alone the actual photo that we need. A bit too close there, I think. We'll submit that one. I think I was at the wrong angle there. We'll see what it gets. 3660, I think this is going to get. That's a shame, actually. It's a shame the other one's not more in shot, because that's not a bad little picture. I think this is going to get 3660. I may have spoilt it for you already. Let's see. Oh, 1000 size. Well, maybe it's not going to get... Yeah, only 750. Yep, she's not square on. Even though it doesn't matter if it's facing the camera. It doesn't matter if it's facing the camera, but it does. Oh, 3660. How did I know? I can see to the future now. Okay. Yeah, if you only take one photo, you know what it's going to get before you submit it. So,
Yes.
kind of a cheat there. That was a shame because it got 1000 size. I mean, I'm not Rain Man. I can't remember every single photo that I've ever taken on this game, but I'd be surprised if I'd got 1000 size on that before. That's probably the first time I managed to do that. We need 1000 size from the other angle. That's what we need. Right, when do you turn round? Oh, here. Of course, you hear the cry. I've gone too far. I sped too far. Ooh! Ooh! That could have been good. I took 2 photos, so I won't quite know what score I got here. Ooh, look at that! Look at that. It's just a halfway between that and that would have been perfect. But that is a pretty good picture. You know what's going to happen here, don't you? I'm going to get a bigger size, 1000 pose, and then he's going to say it's not in the middle of the frame. Because it isn't quite, to be fair. It's towards the top. Let's submit that one. Literally like a third of a second after that photo was taken. That's the one. That's the photo that we needed. Let's see what that gets. Got my hopes up now with this is a good shot. Come on. Come on, joke. Because you can see plenty of the other Shellder as well. Yeah, 1000 size. Well, I wasn't expecting that, I have to say. Yes, 1000 pose. Come on. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Thank you. So 4000. Now I need to beat this. I would need 450. I think. Is my maths right? No, I don't think it is. Let's see. 490. There we go. Yes. 490. I needed. What did I need to beat it? 420. Hey, 420. Yeah, 420. That's what I needed. Hey, 420. Perfect. Well, you know what? I'm a little bit gutted. It's not 4,500. But I'll take that. Well, that's a perfect way to end a day's recording because I'm not going to record closer. Well, I will record closer, but not today. We'll record that another day. Or do we stay on while we're on a roll?
Welcome back.
I'm stroking my imaginary beard. Now, I think well, anyway, it doesn't matter. What I'm going to do, though, is end this episode because that went pretty well. So we'll go back to the report and have a look at the new Shellder photo. So for the second Pokemon in a row, we've got a new photo because we've got a new Muck and we've now got a new Shellder. So maybe Muck brought luck. I don't know. Muck for luck. Maybe it did. But there's the brand new Shellder, 4,490, a nice shiny Shellder to end this episode. So if you did enjoy this episode, I enjoyed making it. So if you did enjoy this episode as much as I did, then please like and share the video. You can also leave a comment on the video should you choose to do that. While you're here on YouTube, if you head on over to the channel, The Uncommentator, you'll find the rest of the videos in this playlist. You'll also find a myriad of other games that I've played through from various consoles down the years. But join me next time. We're going to be moving on to Shellder's Evolution. That is Cloister. But until we get to that point, for now from me, it is sayonara.